Hello friends, welcome to Traction channel. Today we are going to study structure C program. In the previous class we have already seen introduction to C program and the features of C program. So every programming languages has some structure to create a program. So in the now we are going to study a structure of C program. So so you can see when the program is divided into different sections. So this is the basic structure of the C program. So the first section is documentation. Documentation it means it is a part of the program. So here the programmer gives the details of the program and it consists of the commands they can give and some description of the program they can give in the documentation section. So that is called as a documentation. For example, I already told you we can it consists of the commands and some description of the program they can give. So in C we can create a single line command and a multi-line command. So single line command it means it is using two forward slash. So that is called a single line command. And we can also create a multi-line command. So multi-line command means we have to create using the forward slash and asterisk symbol. So the command is ignored by the compiler and is used to create a document code that is called a documentation section. The second one is link. So link means it is a part of the code. It is used to declare all the header files. So it will be used in the program. It provides function to the compiler to link function from the library functions. For example, I am using my program hash include stdio.h. So we have included the header file stdio.h. So it means input output header file from the C library. So what is the use of link? So link means it provides the function to the compiler to link function from the library functions. So that is called as a link. The third section is definition. So definition it means it consists of a symbolic constant. For example, in our program, I am writing a program for area of circles. For example, I want to create a symbolic constant of the variable that is pi. So I can create a symbolic constants. So in this section it contains a constant. In this program, for example, a program we have to create a constant of the pi. For example, I already told you I want to create a program for area of a circle. So in this program I want to create a constant of the pi value and I can give the value to the pi also. So we have to create a symbolic constants. So we have to use hash define. So hash define is a preprocessor directive, but it is not a statement. So when we are writing a C program, so all the statements end of the statement what we are writing we are using the semicolon, but in the definition we are not using the semicolon because it is not a statement, because it is a preprocessor directive. So when we are creating the symbolic constants, so we have to use hash define. Next one is global declaration. Global declaration it means it consists of the function declaration and the global variables. So this part of the code is the part where the global variables are declared. So global variables it will be declared outside the main function. So that is called as a global variables. So all the global variables are used to declare in this part, and the user defined function also declared in this part. So in the global declaration we can declare global variables and the user defined function also declared in this part of the code. That is called as a global declaration. The next one is main functions, though it is a starting point of the program execution. So every C program needs to have the main function. So each main function contains two parts. The first one is the declaration part, the second one is execution part. So where all the variables are declared and ends with the curly close bracket. So both the declaration and the execution part are inside the curly brace. So I will give you the example, you will be understand better. Next one is subprogram. This is the last part of the section. So here the programmer define functions in this section. For example, the function means it is a block of the code. It performs this particular task. For that purpose, the programmer is using a function. So C allows a programmer to create a defined functions according to the needs of the programmer. So this function is called as a user defined function. So subprogram means here all the users defined function are defined in this section. So that is called as a subprogram. So I will give you one example. So I am opening C software, you can see. So already written a program, you can see. So you can see this is a documentation section. I already told you in the same we can create a single line command and a multi-line command. So you can see the two forward slash. So I am using the single line command. And in the second line you can see this is the second line, you can see this is a multi-line command. So you can see it would be start from forward slash and asterisk symbol, and end with you can see that is asterisk symbol and backward slash. So it is used for the multi-line commands, and the two forward slash is used for the single line command. And the next one you can see # include stdio.h, # include coney.h. So I am using in this program there are two header files I am using. So header files, that is the first one is stdio.h. So stdio.h means it is a input output header file from the C library. So this is called as a header file. And I am also using the one more header file, that is a coney.h. So coney.h, it consists of many functions. So in this program I am using the function that is clear screen and guess.ch. So for that purpose I am using the coney.h. So this two header file is the section of the link. So this is the second section of the sector of the C program, that is called as the link. The next one is we can see # define pi 3.1416. So this is the definition section. So definition section I am creating the constant for the pi value, you can see. So when we are creating the constant so it will be start from # define. So here you can see that # define pi. So I am given the pi value 3.1416, and you can also see that the float area and float r. So this is a global declaration I am declaring. So you can see that global declaration contains a function declarations. So in this example I declared the function is area. Okay, area is a function which takes a floating number. So I return the data type is floating number as argument and return floating numbers. So this is called the global declaration. The next one is main function. Here I am declaring the main function. So inside the main function I have created a floating variable r. So this is a data type I am using float. I am declaring a variable r and given the value is 10. So in this example I created a floating variable r and assigned the value is 10. In the next line you can see the printf. So in the printf I called the printf function. It will be print floating number, that is a floating number, and having the value 2 decimal place. That's why I am giving 2. In the second argument you can see that I am calling the area function and passing the value to r to it. Okay, so this is called as the main function. The next one is you can see that this is a subprogram. So float area, float r. So you can see it contains a subprogram. Have the function name is area. So area is a function that is called from the, you can see it is called from the main function. So here it is calling area of r. So this is a definition of the area function. This is a definition of the area function. In this definition it receives a value of the radius in variable r. So it will be receive the values of the radius in the variable r, that is a float r, and then return the area of the circles using the formula pi into r into r. So this is called the subprogram we are using in this structure of the C program. So I am running this program, I will tell you. So this is a screen of the output of the C program. Here I am getting the area of the circle. I am given the value of the variable I am declaring. I am declare the value. The value is 10. Okay, already I given the constant value, that is pi. So the formula of the area of a circle is pi r square. So it means the pi value is 3.1416 into the pi value I given 10 into 10. So you can see this is output of this area of a circle. So after seeing my video, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.